Hey Flagler fans, we're catching up with women's soccer coach Ashley Martin and talking all things preseason, COVID, and our vision for the spring 2021 season. How you doing?
Very well. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for catching up with me and taking some time to talk to me.
Of course.
So I wanted to ask you a few questions just to kind of give everyone context about what the season's going to look like, what the team's going to look like, and your, vision for such an unprecedented season. What preparations have you taken for this season, and what does that look like the past few months?
Well, there's been an awful lot of things that we've had to deal with. I mean, everybody, society, and our soccer program in particular has had to adapt a lot. When we look back to the fall season and what practice looked like during the fall, and COVID testing, and all the protocols that have been put in place in order to ensure everyone's safety. It certainly changed things, but we do whatever we need to do in order to be able to be out on the field and be able to play the game that we love. And we look forward to this season hopefully being able to play against an opponent, because in the fall every game that we played was an inter-squad scrimmage, and as productive as they can be, it's just not quite the same. And so we really are looking forward to getting back and playing some games against someone other than ourselves.
Yeah, I bet. Oh my gosh, definitely. So what would you say is going to be different about this season in terms, yes, of COVID, but it's spring season, you play conference usually in the fall, you don't usually play it in the spring. This is more of like your preparation for next season. So how does that look different?
Well, I mean, we kind of had to flip-flop how we would normally do things, and so we used last fall as an opportunity to prepare for the spring. No differently than you just mentioned, we would normally use the spring to prepare for the fall. We were very fortunate in that all of our players were able to be back in the fall, and so we had a full squad to be able to train with. And so I think that we've been able to prepare the team, and everyone's kind of had time to bed in and just understand how we do things here. And we're hoping that has been invaluable to our preparation for playing games this spring. So I know we were very fortunate to get all of our players back, and I know a lot of programs were unable to do that. And so we count our blessings on that. Yeah.
So do you think having a full squad from the fall season, being able to play in all these conference games in the spring, is actually going to prepare you even more than you anticipated?
Yeah, I mean, in a weird way, yeah. Normally we would get the new players in mid-August, just before pre-season, and then we'd have 2 weeks of pre-season and then getting right into games. And sometimes it takes longer than that for players to adapt to everything, whether it be internationals adapting to living in the US in general, but everyone being able to adapt to the way we operate within the program. And it is kind of nice to know that we've had the ability to have everyone around for a few months, and hopefully everyone has settled in at this point, and we should see hopefully a good product on the field come February.
Yeah. So speaking of February, what would you say your vision and the goals that you have for this season specifically?
I mean, no differently than last year, and no differently than years prior to that. We want to win championships, and although there's no national tournament on the line this year, or regional tournament on the line this year, there is a Peach Belt regular season and a Peach Belt Conference Championship available. So we've got 2 trophies that we're going to be competing for. We expect a challenge for those, but there's an awful lot of good programs within the Peach Belt that are also expecting to challenge for those. So it's going to be a real battle, I think.
Yeah. So do you feel like the consistency of your vision is what has helped this program succeed in past years?
Possibly. I think it's more so the players buying in to to the vision, and I guess consistency is important, but it's certainly players buying into it, which I think is critical.
Yeah. Okay, so we're here in spring 2021. We have the season coming up. What games do you feel like you are most preparing the team for in terms of rivals?
Well, I mean, given the season that we had in 2019, where we did win a lot of games, I think that we've probably put a target on our back now for everybody to want to try and knock us off, and I think that is going to bring a real different challenge in itself. I think in 2019, teams that we played knew that we were good, but they weren't quite sure how good we were, and then given how the season all played out, I think now teams are going to be more prepared to play us. I think we're going to face every team we play is going to try and figure out how to stop us and how to beat us. I think they're going to give us a lot more different challenges than we had in 2019, and I think if we are to be successful this spring, then I do believe it's because we're going to be adaptable and able to overcome those challenges that each one of those programs are going to give. So I think it would be easy to say, well, it's some of the perennial powerhouses in the conference that would be our biggest rivals, but I think that would be kind of naive. I think everybody is going to want to bring their best against us, and I'm excited for that, and I know the team are, but it's going to be a very different challenge.
Yeah. So last question I have for you, what kinds of players should we be expecting first game on in February?
I mean, we're very fortunate in that we have a lot of returning players from the 2019 season. Again, though, that doesn't guarantee that you're going to see the same on the field. It's a different season. There's been an awful lot that has happened between then and now. So I think we're hoping to see another exciting Flagler team when you watch us play. We're a team that enjoy having the ball. We're a team that are still focused on trying to win games, and we hope that all the preparation that we've done in the fall will translate well into the spring, but I guess time will tell.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time and for catching us all up to speed on what to expect for this season. Appreciate it.
Thank you.